Adventure with Molly. Gonna head up to Highway 4, probably near Utica and Union Reservoir. We're taking a little pit stop right now in Calaveras. Should be a fun trip, just me and Molly in the mountains. Got the car loaded up, ready to go. Molly taking care of some business out here, which is important. That way she's not whining the whole time we're in the car. So here on this Vista Point and get Molly loaded back in the car. I'll show you kind of how I have it all loaded up here. So see, I got Molly's bed up. I got my bin, got my ice chest, got the big girl. Gonna have some fun, and we'll see if we can get a camping site or if we have to just make one. So we're gonna do it. You ready to go? She's ready. She's dying. She's dying to get out. I'm gonna do that. My first mate right here. Oh, Molly. Yeah. She's like, let's go. Okay, let's do it. Take. But as you can see, it's completely covered by snow, and I have the hiccups. Joy. It's the Spicer Reservoir Road. So we gotta go back down the hill a little bit. Get back over to Arnold a little bit further. This is the snowpack area. Snow park, I guess. Alright, so we drove about 20 miles back down the hill, and we are at a really cool spot. It's kind of a secret spot, so I'll tell you about it in a little while. Molly likes this spot. We've been here a couple times. She's never camped here though, so it's just this little turnout off the road. And all the camping gear in here. What we're going to do next is go walk around and find a wild camping spot that has some clearance above us and maybe even a fire pit already there, because this is kind of a weekender backpacker kind of trail down here. So we'll walk down there and check it out. So we are now walking on the trail. Try to find a camping place that's not too far away from the car, but all of it is straight downhill. So to put all of our food away and everything at the end of the night means I'll have to go all the way uphill. There's some really good spots down here, but I don't want to carry all of my gear down here. There's a really great spot down here. Let me show it to you. See if we can get down there with Molly. She's pretty awesome. So you can see somebody's been here before. There's a nice little fire pit. Looks like a Widowmaker right here though. Look at this tree. Must have fallen off from somewhere. Looks like a pretty fresh wound. Look at that. Trying to see if we can spot where it broke off. I can't tell. There's no way anybody dragged that over here. Probably from one of those top branches. So there's a tip for you. If you see something like this in your camp, chances are it's probably not the greatest spot. There might be some risk of death. I do like this though. It's kind of a cool little established area. Plus there's a lot of pine needles on the ground down here, so you got some pretty good natural comforting things. One thing that does bug me is when people do this. They make something and then they leave it. No, not you. You can smell it. But they leave their things for, I don't know what reason. If you're going to come out in camp like this, it's your responsibility to pack it in, pack it out. Simple. It can be inconvenient, especially with trash, but you just got to do it. That's what you do when you're camping. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stay close to the roadway, especially with Molly. There's a really nice camping spot that I stayed there a little while ago, so it's a pretty good shot. Taking pictures as I go, so all right, I think just follow this little drainage path back up, and then we'll set up our camp. I'll show you where we're going to be here in just a second. Gotta get my butt in shape. Huffing and puffing. So this is the camping spot that we will be staying at. Fire pit already established. Nice little spot already made out for a tent right there, so should be easy. Pardon my breathing. Going uphill. See, the car is right there, so easy access. Put our food away at the end of the day. But yeah, this will be our spot. It's got a nice overhead clearance, so unless one of these giant twigs falls off, which I don't think will happen. No evidence of anything fallen recently, so we should be good. All right, let's start getting all the gear. We're very minimalist, so we didn't bring any tools or fun stuff, you know. Just the tent, sleeping bag, some food, water. All right, so we are all unpacked out of the car. Got all the essentials, got the camp chair, my bin with all my goodies, ice chest, first aid kits, backpack, sleeping bag, tent. And the mosquitoes are crazy intense out here right now, so I am going to put some DEET on, and I think I'm going to put a paper towel with some DEET on it and rub it on Molly just a little bit. I think she should be okay. Anyways, I'm sure that these mosquitoes are not going to be fun, but hopefully they'll go away a little later. But for now, we're going to get some bug spray on us and then set up our tent and then get ready for a little hike. Alright, so the tent is all set up now. I'm going to open up the windows in there, let it air out a little bit. Nice little spot here. Clearance above me. Good tarp. And of course, man's best friend. She's a little tired right now. She's getting some rest. But soon I will be heading down there to get some firewood, just to be prepared for later. But probably going to go on a hike here after I get everything set up. I can hear something in the trees over here. I thought I saw something jump in a tree like a bear. I wonder if it saw me or heard me. Let's see if we can get a vantage point over here. Whatever it is, it's pretty big. Got away, thankfully. We don't want any bear encounters. Not what we want. Don't want to test those skills out. Molly's having a good time so far. A little restless, but just got to give her something to do because she's like, doesn't like to sit. So. Got a great spot right here on the river. Let's see if Molly wants to get in the water. You want to get in over there? Sometimes I gotta show her where to go, right over there. Once she figures it out though. Does it feel good? Got some major rapids right here. Nice breeze out here. It's a really, really pleasant day. I don't think I've ever used that phrase. It's a pleasant day. Sounded right for the occasion. Nice big rock slab right here. And my partner just chilling, hanging out. We'll probably take this trail a little bit and go down that way a little more. See what happens. It's a pretty easy to follow trail so far, so we'll go downstream. All right, we are on the trail. This is a very narrow trail. We're right along the river. It's definitely a challenge for dogs, especially Molly, even though she's very agile. Still, there's a lot of places where the trail seems like it's one misstep and you're gonna fall down at least 10-15 feet. And it's pretty unforgiving. You can see how big that drop off is right there. So we're gonna go a little bit further and see if it's a lot worse. We're heading this way. Trail's running right there. So it's a little bit challenging, we'll figure it out. Beautiful day though. Having fun. All right, so the trail I picked ended up dead ending. It got pretty hairy too narrow for me to feel safe about Molly. About a 2.5 foot wide dirt area. Just didn't feel good about it. Plus it was going over some cliffs. So we turned around. Whew. Getting a workout in today. Molly leading the way. I'm headed upstream now. We may just take it all the way to the bridge this time. But no, up. Go. Beautiful colors here today. Everything's drying out from the winter. All the snow melt is gone here. I think we're about 4,000 feet, something around there. Pretty easy trail to follow. Look at this bended tree right here. It's like an upside down question mark. Get Molly when she comes back. I was taking some pictures right there. Let's go through the question mark tree. I don't know how trees are formed like that. Maybe there was you know what probably happened is there was a rock that it grew around. And then there was a landslide of some sort and the rock got moved out of the way. Of course, the tree's shape stays the same. Let's kind of explain that bended tree. That did look like the kind of tree that would grow around a rock anyway, so pretty cool. All right, we're gonna keep on hiking. Give you an update a little bit. These are the moments that I get a little scared about Molly because if she falls in right there, she is going to be stuck and probably dying. So having her off leash is a little scary because she does have a tendency to run forward. But I do want her to feel free. And so far, only when she was a puppy did she like fall down a mountain or a cliff. That was in Knight's Ferry and pretty far drop. But she ended up being okay. Not even a scratch on her. I have a feeling some of that was because of how small she was. She's able to bounce back quicker. But she's 9 now, so... Or 8. She's 8. Don't even know the age of my own dog. Look at the sky. It's just beautiful today. Got some bumblebees flying around. Let's see if we can walk along the shore here. I think there's a little bit of a path this way. Gotta be careful where I walk and not focus on my video camera. Up. Hold on. Hold on. Nah, we're gonna go around. I don't want her to have to do anything too extreme. I know she can make a lot of jumps, but you gotta be smart about the ones that you have your dog do. Just because they can doesn't mean that they should do all of the moves on the hike. You don't want them to get injured or punctured, or you just gotta kind of play it by ear. But you know, doing gradual ascents like this are fine, but when it requires a pretty steep jump, I usually just turn around and find another way. All right, we're headed back to the main trail here. I'm gonna keep going this way. Woo! The trail, and we spotted this cool little beach area. It looks like some remnants of a buoy or something. Really old, tall trees, and looks like a really cool campsite right here. Probably a backpacker campsite. A couple of fire pits. Perfect spot. If you are able to backpack your deer in here, then this would be ideal. But for me, I am car camping, so I have too much gear. Of course, with the dog, it requires a little bit more. So look at this artwork, though. Someone's doing some stacks out here. Well, quite a few stacks. This will make for a cool photo opportunity right here. Some pretty rough terrain. There you go. If you're sick and tired of this video, it's because I'm shooting pictures at the same time. That's cool. Looks like they have some sort of clock system. It's like something from like Red Dead. Down the river. Again, lots of debris like pushed up against some of the trees over here. Some pretty good stacks, man. I never have tried to like do stacks, but that looks like a pretty decent job right there. Molly thinks it's pretty good. She's like, I'll take a double stack. I'll take some double stack hamburger, daddy. I know what she's thinking. All right, we're gonna walk around this place a little bit more. I'll show you something if anything looks interesting. Thanks for following me along today. Yeah. That feel good? Yeah, you like that, huh? Pretty good spot right here. Ooh, go walking on that log right there. That'd be a dangerous expedition. All right, water break over. That cheesy smile. Yeah. She's a happy camper right now. River back there. There's a little campsite right here. I remember seeing this one the first time I ever hiked this trail, and that's what gave me the idea to come here to hike. But I have too much stuff today to haul it down this far. It's quite a ways. Let's get another look at this beast. Look at that pretty face. You having fun? You having fun? Yeah, you are. Yeah. She's all, as long as you keep giving me treats, then we're all good, huh? You like that word treats? You like the word treats, huh? Yeah, you do, huh? You like the word treats? Yeah, look at that pretty face. Treats? Good girl. Hike. Out for our last little hike. And I spotted this cool looking tree that's down. It looks like a kind of like a dinosaur bones. Isn't that cool? Pretty interesting. Molly's alerting to something up here. We're not off a trail, so this is deep woods right here. I don't see or hear anything. She's got super hearing and sight, so. Just checking it out. So right now we're on a quest to find Molly's leash, which I think I left at one of the scenic spots here on the trail, so we're gonna go back and try to retrace our steps a little bit. It's about 5 o'clock and I don't want it to get too dark because this trail is kind of difficult, especially when you have to go back up to the top. So Molly's kind of leading the way. I think the spot I'm looking for is right over here, so hopefully her leash is laying down somewhere over here where we kind of took a break. If it isn't, then I guess I'll have to buy a new leash. I think we were kind of right over here. You don't see it. I must have set it down somewhere on the trail, but we're definitely not going to go back on that trail. Maybe tomorrow. Picturesque spot right here. A giant tree fell down. Okay, it's getting close to 6 o'clock now. We got our fire ready to be ignited. Got lots of wood that I've gathered, so we should be okay. And I have a couple of poles set up here, so I'm going to hang my meat across the fire right above it. This little thing I made right here. Classic little bin. Throw those up there. Spread them out a little bit, make sure it's even. Probably bring this back a little bit, right over the middle of the fire. Bam. Slow roasted. Then I'll put the water pot right there. I think it should work out though. Well, we were just visited by a bear right over in the woods back here, across from my fire. I thought I heard something, and Molly alerted to it right away. And then I saw it jump out of a tree and I saw a big figure hop running. It looked pretty big, but you know how our minds are. But it definitely was a bear. So Molly did a good job. She's resting now, but she barked quite a bit. I made some noise too, just to make sure it remembered me. Let's see what happens. It's about 8:30, and we'll probably go to bed about 10:30, something like that. Just depends. If I'm visited again by the same bear, then I might just have to sleep in the car or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.